Welcome to our College Briefing show, where we dive into the latest and most intriguing stories from around the globe, all while keeping it light and engaging. Let's jump right in. In today's roundup, we've got a mix of controversy, culture, and community spirit that's as rich and varied as the world we live in. First on the docket, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., a name synonymous with political legacy, has stirred the pot with his comments on the January 6 attack on the U.S. Capitol. Not one to shy away from contentious topics, Kennedy's stance has sparked debates far and wide about the balance between accountability and political bias. Meanwhile, the Oxford English Dictionary is making waves in a different way by embracing the delicious world of Japanese cuisine, adding words like katsu and takoyaki to its pages. It's a tasty reminder of how food can bring us all a little closer. But that's not all. Over in Coos Bay, Oregon, the community is coming together with a series of virtual cooking events and educational programs that are about as heartwarming as a homemade batch of cookies. From vegan curries to supporting young learners and even providing a space for those affected by Parkinson's disease, Coos Bay is showing us the power of community and the impact of coming together. And let's not forget the educators in North Carolina facing challenges, the quiet resilience of Hong Kong residents under new laws, and the remarkable life of a 105-year-old woman in Western Australia. Each story, whether it's about facing adversity or celebrating achievements, adds a unique thread to the fabric of our global society. From the political arena to the fusion of cultures and the heart of community efforts, today's stories offer a glimpse into the dynamic and diverse world we share. Whether it's navigating the complexities of democracy, savoring the blend of culinary traditions, or supporting local initiatives, these narratives continue to weave an ever-evolving tale of human resilience and connection. So, stay tuned for more details on these compelling stories, and please keep watching for the full scoop. In a world where politics and cuisine intertwine with community initiatives, the narrative of our times is as flavorful as it is contentious. At the heart of this story is Robert F. Kennedy Jr., an independent presidential hopeful, who has made headlines, as reported by the Washington Post, with his controversial take on the January 6, 2021, attack on the U.S. Capitol. Kennedy downplayed the severity of the attack, erroneously stating the protesters carried no weapons, a claim he later corrected. His promise, if elected, is to appoint a special counsel to scrutinize the prosecutorial conduct concerning the January 6 cases, aiming to ensure the impartial rule of law and, by extension, the integrity of democracy itself. Kennedy's stance has sparked a debate on the balance between accountability and political bias, underscoring the fragile nature of moral governance in today's polarized climate. Meanwhile, on a lighter note, the Oxford English Dictionary, OED, is embracing the global appetite for Japanese cuisine, as highlighted by Nikkei Asia. The March revision of the OED has welcomed 23 Japanese food and culture-related words into its prestigious pages, including delights such as katsu, tonkatsu, and takoyaki. This linguistic expansion reflects not only the worldwide popularity of Japanese cuisine but also the influence of Japanese culture on English-speaking countries. The addition of words related to traditional Japanese kitchen items and crafts, like donburi, santoku, and kintsugi, showcases the growing appreciation for Japan's culinary and artistic heritage. This fusion of languages serves as a testament to the power of food and culture in bridging communities across the globe. Back in the United States, community spirit is alive and well in Coos Bay, Oregon, as reported by Yahoo US. The Coos Bay Public Library, in partnership with the Coos Head Food Co-op, is stirring up interest with its free virtual cooking events. These monthly sessions, open to all, offer a chance to learn new recipes from different chefs, with the upcoming event featuring a vegan easy one-pot massaman curry. Beyond the kitchen, the South Coast Head Start program is nurturing young minds, accepting applications for its free preschool and early Head Start program. This initiative underscores the importance of early education, offering a research-based curriculum alongside health and development screenings. Additionally, the Coos Bay Public Library is providing a space for the Coos Bay North Bend Parkinson's Support Group, fostering a sense of community and support for those affected by Parkinson's disease. These community-driven events highlight the power of collaboration and the impact of educational and supportive programs in enriching the lives of residents. From the political arena to the culinary world, and down to grassroots community efforts, the stories of our time weave a complex tapestry of challenges, innovations, and unity. Whether it's addressing the controversies of democracy, celebrating the fusion of cultures, or supporting local communities, the narrative continues to evolve, reflecting the diverse and dynamic nature of our global society. In a revealing report by Yahoo US, the teaching profession is facing a significant crisis in North Carolina, where the number of teachers leaving their jobs has surged by an astonishing 42% in just the past year. Over 10,000 educators have decided to step away from the chalkboard for good, with the highest attrition rates observed among newbies with 3 or fewer years of experience and veterans on the cusp of full retirement benefits. The reasons behind this mass exodus are as varied as they are concerning, ranging from personal motives, 48%, to career changes, 17%, and retirement, 13%. Teachers are voicing their frustrations over low pay, limited opportunities for advancement, and the challenges of managing student behavior as key factors driving them away from a profession once held in high esteem. Meanwhile, halfway across the globe in Hong Kong, the Associated Press reports a subtler but equally profound shift occurring under the shadow of the new national security law. Despite the lack of public protests, arrests, or newsroom raids that marked its introduction in 2020, the law's presence is deeply felt among the city's residents. Many are now contemplating emigration, with inquiries about moving abroad spiking by 40% at this year's Immigration Expo. Over half of these inquiries are directly attributed to concerns about the national security law, which has significantly curtailed civil liberties including free speech and press freedom. The law's stringent penalties, which include up to 7 years for sedition offenses and up to 10 years for collaborating with foreign entities, have led to the silencing, arrest, or exile of numerous pro-democracy activists. The once vibrant civil society and media landscape in Hong Kong is now eerily quiet, as many organizations and outlets have been forced to disband or shut down. On a more personal note, ABC shares the remarkable story of Joan Harlow, a 105-year-old woman from Western Australia, who offers a unique perspective on life's myriad challenges and joys. Having lived through the tumult of World War II, where she contributed to the maritime industry in Fremantle and met her husband Roy, a veteran of the Pacific Theatre, Joan's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. The couple's post-war life took them to Indonesia, where they experienced the harrowing 1946 riots in Jakarta amid the country's fight for independence. Eventually settling in Perth, Joan has outlived most of her siblings and continues to reflect on a life that has spanned over a century, marked by both tragedy and conflict, but also immense joy and resilience. These stories, though vastly different in context and geography, highlight the profound changes and challenges facing individuals and communities worldwide. From the exodus of teachers in North Carolina grappling with professional dissatisfaction, to the quiet yet profound impact of Hong Kong's national security law on its residents' freedoms, and finally, to the reflective centenarian in Australia pondering over a long life filled with both joy and sorrow, each narrative underscores the enduring human spirit in the face of adversity. In a passionate outcry for justice and academic freedom, professors from the University of Texas at Austin have taken a stand against the university's recent job cuts, which came as a direct consequence of the ban on diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) programs. As reported by the Associated Press, the university's decision to shut down the Division of Campus and Community Engagement has led to an unspecified number of job losses, leaving the academic community in turmoil. University President Jay Hartzell confirmed that associate and assistant deans would be returning to faculty positions, but the exact impact of these cuts remains unclear. The university's chapter of the American Association of University Professors has fiercely argued that these actions infringe upon employees' rights to academic freedom, due process, and freedom of expression, sparking a debate about the role of DEI initiatives in higher education. Meanwhile, in the world of college sports, the University of South Carolina's women's basketball team has been making headlines for a different reason. According to Yahoo US, the number 1 ranked South Carolina team powered through a potentially game-changing injury scare involving star player Camila Cardoso to secure a dominating 78-59 victory over number 3 NC State in the Final Four of the NCAA tournament. This triumph not only underscores the team's resilience and determination but also propels them into the championship game, keeping their undefeated streak alive and thrilling fans across the nation. In a more somber turn of events, families in Winnipeg are coming together in grief and solidarity, demanding a joint inquest into the police-involved shootings of Afalabio Peso, 19, and Brian Singer, 59. As reported by CBC, these tragic incidents occurred within weeks of each other, prompting the victims' families to seek answers and accountability. During a press conference, lawyers representing the families called for the province of Manitoba to not only conduct a joint inquest but also to introduce support services for families affected by police violence. Martin Glazer, representing Singer's brother Jerry, highlighted that Manitoba's Fatality Inquiries Act mandates an inquest in cases where a death is believed to result from police use of force, underscoring the legal and moral imperative for a thorough investigation. These stories, each unfolding in different spheres of American life, from academia and sports to the justice system, reflect the diverse challenges and triumphs that define our society. Whether it's the fight for academic freedom and inclusion at the University of Texas, the resilience of a top-ranked women's basketball team, or the quest for justice in Winnipeg, these narratives remind us of the power of community, advocacy, and perseverance in the face of adversity. In the vibrant tapestry of education and sports, stories of achievement and ambition paint the landscape with inspiring hues. From the classrooms of North Carolina to the football fields of Tennessee, and onto the bustling streets of New York, individuals are making waves, showcasing their talents and dedication. In the scenic mountains of Haywood County, North Carolina, a beacon of educational excellence shines brightly in Heather Smith, a math teacher at Waynesville Middle School. Recognized as North Carolina's 2022 Teacher of the Year, Smith's achievement is a testament to her passion for teaching and her commitment to her students. As reported by Yahoo US, this accolade not only celebrates Smith's outstanding contribution to education but also marks a significant milestone, being the first time in over 3 decades that a teacher from the western part of the state has received this honor. In her new role as an ambassador of education, Smith is poised to share her successful teaching strategies and explore innovative educational policies across the state, inspiring both her peers and students alike. Meanwhile, in the realm of college football, another star is on the rise. Damola Ajitahan, a towering 6'6", 280-pound offensive tackle from Duluth High School in Georgia, has caught the attention of the Tennessee Volunteers. As Yahoo US details, Ajitahan, a 3-star prospect, boasts an impressive portfolio, being ranked the number 603 overall prospect in the class of 2025. With Tennessee being one of the 5 Southeastern Conference schools to extend an offer, Ajitahan's future in football looks promising. His journey, marked by scholarship offers from an array of schools, underscores the competitive nature of college sports recruitment and the opportunities that lie ahead for talented athletes like him. Transitioning from the green fields of Tennessee to the bustling metropolis of New York, the Giants have made strategic moves to bolster their roster. The Toronto Star reports that the team has re-signed linebacker Isaiah Simmons and brought on free agent running back Dante Miller. Simmons, known for his versatility and resilience, has made a significant impact since joining the Giants, demonstrating his prowess on the field with remarkable stats, including 50 tackles and an interception returned for a touchdown in his first season. On the other hand, Dante Miller's journey from Columbia University to the University of South Carolina, and now to the New York Giants, highlights the diverse paths athletes navigate to achieve their dreams. Miller's transition from an All-Ivy selection to a promising NFL prospect exemplifies the relentless pursuit of excellence that defines professional sports. These stories, from the classrooms of North Carolina to the football fields of Tennessee and New York, embody the spirit of achievement and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Whether it's Heather Smith inspiring the next generation of learners, Damola Ajitahan navigating the competitive landscape of college football, or Isaiah Simmons and Dante Miller making their mark in the NFL, each narrative contributes to the rich tapestry of talent and ambition that defines our society. In a vivid display of unity and resistance, the Association of Black Students at Washington University in St. Louis recently rallied together to protest a deeply unsettling incident. According to the Associated Press, last month, a group of students allegedly engaged in behavior that not only disrespected but also intimidated primarily racial minority workers at a dining hall. These students were reported to have thrown eggs, stood on tables, and used racial slurs, creating an environment of fear and discomfort. In a heartfelt response, the Association of Black Students organized a sit-in at the cafeteria, where they wrote thank you notes to the workers, demonstrating support and solidarity. This act of kindness underscored the group's message that such incidents of racism are not isolated but indicative of a broader issue plaguing elite institutions. Meanwhile, in a tale that seems ripped from a crime drama, the Associated Press reports on a decades-long identity theft saga involving Matthew David Kierans, a former high-level IT worker at an Iowa hospital. Kierans, 58, admitted to assuming the identity of a homeless man named William Woods, whom he met in the late 1980s. This deceit allowed Kierans to secure employment, loans, and more, amassing over $200,000 through fraudulent means. The real William Woods suffered immensely, spending years trying to clear his name while being wrongfully imprisoned and even placed in a state mental hospital. Kierans now faces up to 32 years in prison for his crimes, with a hearing set to vacate Woods' conviction, providing a glimmer of hope for justice. Across the border in Canada, 2 members of parliament, Jenny Kwan and Michael Chung, shared their experiences of being targeted by the Chinese government at a public inquiry into foreign interference, as reported by the Globe and Mail. Quan, who has been vocal about anti-democratic crackdowns in Hong Kong and the treatment of Uyghurs, noticed a chilling shift in her interactions within the Chinese-Canadian community. Similarly, Chong, whose father hails from Hong Kong, found himself banned from entering Chinese territory and accused of promoting anti-Asian racism during his election campaign. Despite their attempts to seek help from authorities, including the Canadian Security Intelligence Service, (SIS), both MPs felt let down by the lack of support. Their stories highlight the eerie reality of foreign interference and the personal toll it takes on those who dare to speak out. These stories, each unique in their circumstances, share a common thread of individuals and groups standing up against injustice, whether it be racism, identity theft, or foreign interference. They remind us of the resilience of the human spirit and the importance of solidarity in the face of adversity. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.